Hey there, everyone. Welcome back. Today we are going to have another intensive session. I believe all of you started working on your thumbnail, right? Yesterday we talked about how we can rank our YouTube, a guaranteed result, how we can get it, right? That's what we discussed yesterday. So a continuation of that discussion we'll be doing today. So before we going ahead, actually, I would like to do an activities with you. So all of you are ready? Are you ready? Please tell us. I think all of you settle down. And I would like you to take a pen and paper. We'll start with a good activity as kind of a game we'll start with, okay? Based on a thumbnail. Yesterday, we analyzed how the YouTube give a ranking for now the videos and how the YouTube promote the videos and how we get a guaranteed views on a YouTube. So we discussed about the CTR is a major fact and the AVD. So we completed yesterday the CTR click-through rate, and today we're going to discuss what is the AVD, right? Average video durations we're going to do today. Yesterday, when we discussed about the CTR is actually based on a couple of things. One is the title and the thumbnail. Yes or no? The title and thumbnail is to play a major role. Now, this thumbnail, as you know, you need to study a lot to understand how it behaves, because based on that, humans, I told you, the humans take a decision to go to click there or not. So it's a title is somewhat we can, as a content point of view, we can actually easy to do, based on a keyword and come up a compelling content, etc. But thumbnail is one of the things, as a human, as I mentioned yesterday, as an art, science, everything is a matter for a thumbnail aspect. So thumbnail analyzing is important, as we discussed. Every time when we see a video which already got millions of views from when you do a capture rates method, it's important for us to understand how everything happened, because the title with also the thumbnail. So today game is all about, we'll start with the game today, where you will score the thumbnail. You analyze the thumbnail. So we don't have much time, because every thumbnail will give you 30 seconds time, and you analyze and tell us, okay, according to you, with that thumbnail, a video got how many views that would have got. According to you, just guess it, because when you are introducing your video, you're just assuming, right? You're based on your assumption, you go and put it, right? Okay, this people like it, this color combination is good, and whatever the things to be usually the people are taking, I'm doing everything. So you're just taking a chance. Same way, think about it, this is first time you're seeing these thumbnails. Then according to you, how many views would I got? Okay, now you get a correct answer. There's a 10 thumbnail I'll show you. If you get a right answer, we will recognize you. We'll announce it, even through our social media. We'll promote. Even in the future, many other communication, we will put your name, your photographs, what you are, your stand for, your company, your website, your profile, etc. We'll do that. Okay, so are you ready? We have approximately around 125 people now. I think some of will be joining, so all of you can participate now. Okay, with this we are going to start. So you want to take a pen and paper, please take it. But I would like you to type it in the chat box. So those who are on a mobile will be slightly difficult as usual. Come to the device, it'll be easy. So those who would like to participate need to come to the chat and type your name and email ID and put your the score. Once you do the score, so then immediately, result is not tomorrow. Immediately after that, I'll show you the result. And who are getting the more accurate, or exact accurate or near to accurate. Okay, sometimes you may get exact accurate. We'll recognize you, and I know we'll take you. But if nobody is there on exact accurate, you can have a nearing to accurate. You can have. Okay, so you ready? So take a pen and paper. We'll connect you to the PowerPoint with the questions and show you the thumbnails. Okay. So officially, I welcome once again everyone. Today, 19th day of our 100 days digital mastery program, and the YouTube mastery is at day 5th. Okay. Now, so today date is 22nd July 2020, Wednesday, 7 p.m. from Qatar, live from Doha, Qatar, and Arabian Standard Time. So we'll start with the game. I believe all of you understood the rule. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah. So we will show you a few thumbnails. Don't Google it now immediately. Okay. You look at you analyze here, show you the 10 thumbnails. Each thumbnail, you say according to you the thumbnail is good, good or bad. You don't have to say good or bad. According to you, how many viewed have got it. So then you score it based on that. No, instead of telling a number, I'll tell you a number, a random numbers. According to you, this is 100,000 got, or 200,000 got, or 500,000 got, 700,000 got, or maybe a million plus. So you can put that as score on it. Okay. I believe all of you understood, right? So based on Tamil, you assign a score, okay, according to your assumption. So you analyze it. Each thumbnail to analyze, I'll give you approximately 30 seconds time. So you can then type the score there, okay, in the chat. So the winner of the thumbnail game will be recognized in our all official medias. And you can also send out the details when immediately we announce now itself the winner. Okay, now itself, okay. Now we will start with the scoring system, how you score it. Now, if it's according to you 100,000 views happened, you give them 1 point. Okay, according to you. The first question you feel it is thumbnail happened around 100,000 plus views it got, you can put a 1 point. But you feel no, it would have got a 200,000 views, then you got a 2 points. So like that go on. If it is 300,000, 3 points. 500,000, 5 points. And if 700,000, 7 points. Hope you understood. Now up to 1 million. So more than 1 million it crossed, you give them 10 points. So that's one. Okay. So now all together, we'll have 10 questions. Now the answer will be out of 100. How many you score? 50, 60, 70. Depends upon that. Who scored the highest, they become the winner. Hope all of you got it, right? I believe all of you understood. Okay. So now I'll start with the questions. The question number 1, you have a 30 seconds time. According to you, this is one of the thumbnail. How many views would I got for this video? Okay, like yesterday, what you studied about thumbnail quality, image, compelling. People should feel to click. According to you, if it is a thumbnail, how many views would I got it? You have 30 seconds time to type it. Okay, time is up. Okay, now we'll go to the second question. So again, you'll get a 30 seconds time. This is the next one. According to you, how many views were there? Now we'll go to next one. Hope you're given a score, right? You remember the score, right? 100,000, you give a 1. So on, up to now above 1 million, you give a 10. If you're 500,000, you give a 5. Same way, okay. Now the next one is this. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Hope all of you have done a scoring for this. Next is this one. Okay, we'll go to the 5th one. Okay, we'll go to 6th one. Okay, we go to 7th one. Okay, we'll go to the next one, the 8th one. Okay, we'll go to the 9th one. Okay, you're ready for the last one, the 10th one. Okay, this is one. This is the last one. You have a 30 seconds for this. And now what you can do is, can you total it? Each one you had some of you are given 3, some of you 5. So can you total all the 10 questions? And can you total it? Okay, so how much is the score you're getting? Could you please type that? So out of 100, each has a maximum mark of a 10. So total 100, how many you got it? Can you type that? Okay, you typed it. So I'll give you another 30 seconds to entry. After that, no entry allowed, okay? Because I'm going to do the result now. Okay, I will go to the result now. Okay, so we'll start with the result. Are you ready? So should I start? I'll give you another 10 seconds to put your number, total, score it, and keep it there. Still you're doing? You're again, don't give it 2 entries, only 1 entry, okay? Yeah, so I'll go into the result now. So you have you know that out of the 100, how many marks you got it. So we'll start with the result, number 1. The first one has a 3.2 million views, which means it has a 10 points, okay? So within 1 year time, they've got a 3.2 million views. So that's the thumbnail, okay? With that, then they got it, okay? Now, second result is again, it has a 2.5 million views. Again, it's a 10 points. And you got this one, 69 million views. 69 million views. Okay, look at the thumbnail. Okay, it also has 10 points. Then we have one, it's 8.8 million views. Again, it's 10 points. Then we have 8.3 million views. It's again at 10 points. Okay. Now this has a 1.2 million views. Again, it's at 10 points. This I think this most of you guessed it right. It has a good views. It has 27 million views. Got it, 10 points. Now 1.2 million views for this one, and the last one that has a 31 million views. That's the 10 points. This one you look at. I think this also some of you got it right. It's 100 plus million views in 4 years' time. 10 points. So total of 100 points. How many of you got it? Total 100 points. Who all are the winners? I guess I could feel that as winners are Salman Al Faris, Power Life, and Sports for Gear. Could you type your name? Salman Al Faris is your name. I know Sports for Gear. Could you just type out your name and put that? I would like to Tahir to put your email ID and let them send you the pictures. And Power Life is a person name. Could you type your name there? So we'll announce it. I'll just send your pictures, other things. So I know details. We will take you to social media. Okay, congratulations, winners. So you know that it's the good that all of you guessed it is a good thumbnail analyze. So be master in this one. Okay, if you can master this one about a thumbnail, it's going to be amazing. Okay, so this is one of the things it's one of the major reasons for us to have to analyze, to come out with a good thumbnail. We need to take a few decisions. As usually some we don't value, but it's one of the major reasons for a click-through rate. The title and thumbnail. Spend the time. So once you see a 10 million, 1 million video, video you're going to take. Today we'll discuss about that when you're doing a beautiful method. I'm going to give you something called a sandwich method. So you have you look at that, what are the speciality of that thumbnail, look at the color, look at the combination, look according to you why people are attracted to that, what is the ACF, you remember what is ACF, right? Attention, curiosity, and familiarity. What is the ACF factor in that? Find out the ACF, then take a similar one, or always there is a room to improve for any creative work. So think about it, how we can improve, what more we can do, and so all the thing analyze and go for the thumbnail activities. Okay, so once again, congratulations to all the winners, and Umesh Raji as well. So done. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 winners. Okay, Power Life, Salman Al Faris, and Sports for Gear, and Umesh Raji. Okay, so all of you are the winners now. Okay, congratulations. Anyone else is there? Now I think all of entries are. Okay, thank you so much. I request Tahir to type your email ID there. So let them send you the details, and we will put into our social media. We'll announce the world. Okay, thank you, sir, guys. So participating. This the purpose, the objective is that I want you to understand the importance of the thumbnail. Never take it for granted. Okay, so title, thumbnail, the most important for a video to go viral. Okay, so you're the winner of the day. So we'll publish it this. Okay, now I'm going to the topic now today. So yesterday we analyzed CTR, click-through rate, right? That's a major reason, one of the major reasons to go. And another major reason today, average view duration. How much time your videos has been watched. This is also called AWT, average watch time. Some people say, some professionals say AWT, some people say AVT. Both are the same. Now, I'm going to tell you, yesterday you remember that I talked about the science, the guaranteed. So I tell you guaranteed formula for your video to go viral. This you can plan. Okay, I'll tell you that formula. It's 100% guaranteed. The video can go viral. Viral can be 10 million, 1 million. It's up to you. Actually, my goal is I'm thinking about at least 1 million view within a year time for one video is a fantastic. Isn't it? So that's a goal. So like that, we should have hundreds of videos with a 1 million views, and we'll see a sample calculation also. So how do we reach it? So you can see that in a simple thumbnail, you can see 29 million, 100 million, 8 million, 7 million. That's kind of a view the videos are getting. So if they can make it, we can also make it. It's not that great when you look at people are clicking and reaching out, right? So that's a possibility for us also. Now we'll analyze it as now an average duration time. Now, as you know, the objective of the YouTube is to keep it as your objective can define like this. Objective of the YouTube is to keep you on a platform for again and again you to spend the time on that, so that they can show you more advertisement and the company valuation goes, the website valuation go, etc., right? Now, what is the important point you understand? If your videos have 60% AVD, YouTube will promote it. The beauty of the thing is YouTube will promote it. Now, here I don't know how many of you realize this opportunity here. As an SEO guy, you know that I love SEO. I got many times the success of SEO, but every time I always say we need to fight to get first rank, right? The page, the first. We need to fight with so many people and get it right. And Google actually not really promoting you. Google keep purifying. So some mistake of you will get a -5. Some mistake you get a -5. Here, YouTube is just opposite. You do a CTR and AVD, they will promote you. YouTube will promote you. That's a beautiful thing. So for us to get that promotion from YouTube, we need a 60% as a AVD. So that's another thing. Now you think about 10 minutes video, only 6 minutes people watch also is fine. Not necessarily entire 10 minutes to watch. So many people watch 10 minutes. Some people may not be, maybe after 30 seconds, 3 minutes people also leave. But average of 60% AVD we have, we get a higher ranking in YouTube, and YouTube will promote us, our video. Now, assured and guaranteed virality is 25% CTR and 60% AVD. That's enough. So if we do this one, 25% CTR and 60% AVD, we are done. You'll have millions of you, which is assured and guaranteed. 100% assured and guaranteed. So our goal is to have a 25% CTR, 60% AVD. So this one is we should achieve. So yesterday we discussed about the CTR. Thumbnail, title is a major reason, right? And people start click-through rate. We need to increase this. Now AVD, 60% AVD. So 60% of the total duration, 60% that we should have an average viewer duration. That's it. So these two things never forget. This is our goal we should achieve. Even 10%, 15% I also achieve, we get a good number of views, even sometimes millions of views will come. But the guaranteed and assured virality. I'm not exaggerating the numbers. According to me, once you read this, YouTube will put you about 10 million. But don't keep that kind of expectation. 1 million. I'm thinking of 1 million view for one video. This is good. Like that, we should have a couple of videos. A few videos to make money. Now, I don't know how many of you realize this opportunity, because I was just evaluating. So as you know that there's 350 business models there in Successful, and 100 business models we are discussing in 100 days digital mastery. I know 35 business model I personally tried, and few of them I succeeded, few of them I failed. And I know the difficulties, I know the challenges of the business, and I know seeing a kind of an assured, a kind of this so simple and accurate and assured one. I don't know how many of you really look at how easy this business. So look at this opportunity like this. Now we know that hundreds and thousands of videos are there with a CPM of $1.10. I give you niche, I give you the videos as well, right? So every 1,000 views we get $1.10. As a CPM, right? With the CPM value is $1.10. So I'm not telling we get how much we get, we look into. So when it means CPM of a 10, so 1,000 views, we get a $10, which means around 100,000 people or 10,000 people view. You take that way, you get $100, right? Then you reach $100,000, 100,000 people, you get $1,000. Then 1 million view. That's a goal actually. Keep it there. 1 million view, you get $10,000 as a CPM. So how much is the revenue YouTube is going to pay you? 5,500 for your 1 million view, right? 55%. So if it is $100, you get a $55. If it is $10,000, you get a $5,500. If it's $1,000, you get a $550. So this is the view. Now think about a one YouTube video you properly done, proper tag, proper thumbnail, and put it there. And for that, you're continuously getting. So every time the view happening, again and again, we'll get this one. So I don't know how many of you are seriously looking this option. I'm honestly, thank you guys to all of you, because I was not that damn serious about YouTube to start off. I was thinking, okay, something a simplified model. without much capital, and people can easily understand. Like, for you start an e-commerce, there are huge opportunities there, of course, and huge number of things you to take care. Product sourcing, company registration, and you're all so many aspects of the business. Around 24 aspects you have to look into to start that business. Now here, just 4 or 5 things, total of 10 things you take care, you have this business, and it's a passive income. Again, it's a done for you model. Again, it is a continuous, it's a model. And plus, you don't want a staff member. You don't want a company to register. You don't want any kinds of license. What an amazing opportunity! So I would like you to take it very seriously, this one, okay? Because this you have nothing to lose. I'm going to talk to you on a worst case scenario also after that. So your video, whether tomorrow onwards we're going to start a branded channel as well. So your video with the strategy number 9 or 10, whatever you're making it is, should average, I recommend you to have a 10 to 12 minutes of video. It's not too long and too short. Why 10 to 12 minutes of video? One, about 10 minutes, if your video is, which is, YouTube will allow you to keep multiple advertisement in your video. If it's less than 10 minutes, they will give you only one ad. So your revenues are reduced. So you have a 10 to 12 minutes video. Maybe 15 minutes also okay, but ideally you can see most of the influencers, or most of the people really monetize it. Most of the YouTubers, most of the people expertise in this. Their videos are usually it's 11 to 14 minutes, 11 to 13 minutes. So about 10 minutes should be there. So that's a video you should have. So how much time people should watch that one? 7 minutes they watch, you achieve the 60%. For example, I'm taking 11 minutes is your video. So 7 minutes happens, you have a 60% you already achieved. So that's it. So think about achieving this one. So every video you upload and you created or you capture whatever is happening, you make sure that is the duration of 10 to 12 minutes. And you can have this one. And you can monetize with a free advertisement in one channel itself, right? One video itself. Okay. So this is what is exactly you get it on. Okay. So goal is this, we need to achieve this one. Which one? 60% ABD and 25% of the CTR. So keep in mind, 60% ABD, 25%. So that is assured and guaranteed result, guaranteed revenue coming to us, right? Now another concept we are going to discuss today is something called view per viewer. One person, how many times watching your video. So this is another metrics, which is YouTube give a lot of value. And plus when you're flipping the channel, it's a very important point. This is a lot of value. Flipping, maybe tomorrow or a Saturday, we'll discuss in detail. What is a flipping, how we can get benefit on it. Now, view per viewer, it's easy calculation. For example, you have an audience and one person watched 3 videos. Once you go to a channel, usually next video, you actually watch. So your view per viewer is increasing, which has a weightage. In the YouTube, it has a weightage especially on a flipping time, and plus, of course, overall your videos also rank. So if you take an example like this, if you have an audience of 100 people and you have a 365 videos and your VPV is a 365. So 365 is a video I recommend everyone to have, number of video over a period of time. So I'll tell you about why if you have 365 videos, this will be enough for us to survive in the world. And not only just survive to make a good money, you want to travel the world, I think this money is enough. That kind of a revenue you can make it if you do properly this one. So because of that, if you feel it is, you feel this business is amazing. You feel it is this can do. If you feel it is, it's so simple to learn it. You believe in YouTube. You believe that YouTube is going to survive here. So then every day is the game. Now, what is every day is the game? When you look at it as when you go and read many biographies, so many people who are the greatest or the great people in this world live 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I will be amazed to see how come in 10 years time, how come 25 years time, how come 100 days, then 670 years time, how he could achieve all these things. Yes or no? And some of the people, we can't even think about only that they had a position of some position only 10 years. So 10 years time, how could they do this one? And so many biographies actually really surprise you that way, yes or no? Because with such a few years, they achieve so much of thing, right? And the reason, when you look at it, the biography analyze, the reason they could do is every day they did something. small things. And that's a secret. So every day they spend 2 hours, 3 hours. So when we aren't forgetting that one, we don't do every day. Once in a while we do, and once in a while we do. That's over. So we make a habit every day 30 minutes, every day 1 hour, every day 2 hours we do. So every day 1 hour is a thing which I'm suggesting you to do this business. So completely part-time. 1 hour you spent on a YouTube, and tomorrow or Saturday I'll discuss with you the standard operating procedure. I'll tell you one day what you should do. In that, one of the things I recommend is you upload one video yourself, or you wanted to capture what's it. You can actually, it's also depend, but you have to monitor that one day every day, because why one day is important. So one is your VPV. That means you have a one person come to your place on a daily basis. Somebody is watching or following, especially you're a branded channel or you're a good niche channel. And over a period of time, you'll have good VPV. With one person in a year time, so 365 video. Your VPV with one person become 365. So 10 people, you have a 3,650. 100 people. So like that, it's your VPV is increased. And it's also help you to get a long run, the best one result. Plus, when you're flipping a channel, this has a huge, that's one of the primary criteria when the people buy out your channel, which we'll discuss in detail about. That's a great opportunity where you get it. Okay, the 365 VPV. That's in a year you are maintaining an average of 365. You can have more because some people even watch more, right? Yeah. So this is every day is a game. Please don't forget, and you get a higher PV and better chances to go viral. That's another thing, because you are trying, 365, and YouTube is actually really liking your channel. You are doing it very regularly, and more number of chances. You are increasing the chances of your success like anything. So every day you have something. 1 year we do this one. That's it. 1 year we do. 2020 and 21. The economy is not good, and life is, many people or companies are freeze their activity. Many of the organizations not doing it. Spend this time. Make a decision this month onwards. Let's see next July where do we stand, and it is in our control. It's, you already have a devices. You have a mobile phone. You have a computers, you have a thing, and all of things. I think whatever you wanted, I think already there. But tomorrow and day after Saturday you attend, it's done. 100% of information which you wanted is there to do this one, and try this as a you wanted to start off. I think normally all the businesses issue is a initial part. So this how to implement all these strategies. So that's the reason you also have done for you. That also it comes to you free. The only thing you have to become a premium member. So take this opportunity and make sure that we'll take that image. Okay, and you also think about this idea. I'll talk to you in detail tomorrow and Saturday together. One day we may not be able to finish, so it's a flipping the channel. Even that is an asset for you. You want you not only ongoing revenue, you also, it's a fantastic saving. It's actually a rich people attitude. Rich people attitude, right? So poor people buy liability and rich people buy assets. So you ask, this is a very common test with a people. You give, so put into the, many time when I workshop doing, I used to ask the people, if you get a $1 million, you get a $2 million, what are things you buy? So immediately people say, I buy shirts, I buy car, I buy jewelry, I buy so blah blah blah. So it comes up, and then one set of people say, I buy a house, I buy a properties, I buy this kind of a stock of this company, I'll invest this company, etc. And when I analyze all these two people, basically, I always surprised to see that one exact the attitude reflect in their financial status also. Okay, so there's another point I would like to tell you. If you would like to invest in a digitally, you have a lot of investment in various levels. If you would like to invest in a digital asset, this is one of the assets, a YouTube channel, multiple YouTube channel. That's an asset. Every day you can create, and it has a value. Tomorrow I'll tell you how much money people are making with the flipping part. It's a huge opportunity. I don't know how many of you really look into that. Flipping is fantastic opportunity. So you are going to increase the price, and it's going to stay with us, right? Continuous revenue without any liability. Like any other website, you have every cloud storage, domain name, all other tools you have to pay. Here, nothing you're paying. You're not paying anything to the YouTube, yes or no? And in fact, YouTube is paying you. So that's an amazing opportunity. So please think about this to start on. Okay. So now, how we raise the VPV? So one is every day is a rule. So that is, you want to increase a VPV, then every day 30 minutes to 1 hour we dedicate for YouTube and get this, change our life. Okay. So, I don't have to repeat you, and I think all of you know every day is a good habit. Okay, and YouTube like every day upload. So that is again we are with the rule which we start discussing about. Every day is the rule, and the strategy syncing with the YouTube algorithm. So every day uploading a video for the next 1 year, you are syncing with the YouTube algorithm. YouTube is look at you. YouTube start promoting your videos. This is an opportunity we have to do that one. Okay, so new video every day. Think about how we can do it. Okay. Now you can even upload multiple videos in a day. That's also good. If you want to know, if you have more time to work on, instead of 1 hour, you have 3 hours, 4 hours, work on it. So you can have multiple video. And tomorrow I'll show you how you can have more number of video. You yourself can do. Or today also I'm telling us how you can leverage it. Okay. Now 24 hours is waiting. So when we say every day, make it 24 hours habit. That means today morning you upload it. Make sure tomorrow morning you upload. So 24 hours the time YouTube calculates. So when we say every day, today morning you did it, and tomorrow evening you're doing, that actually reduces the value. So today morning you did it, tomorrow before morning you do, within 24 hours. Okay, so that's one of the best things you can follow, and that is actually again YouTube will value, YouTube will promote us, and we get a chance to have more number of views of the website. Okay, so if we have this habit, 365 videos in a year, think about it, we have it. Now even this 365 videos, average you make $100 in a year per video. $100. You think about how much money you are going to make. That's not right. So that's the conservative calculation you do. Even a video in a year giving you $365, $1 per day, $365. It's a huge money. So this is the goal. We should keep it and do it as okay. Now, once your video is ready to go, we start making this one. Now, I would like to tell you another thing is, today, now we know the strategy. Now we need to have a YouTube videos in place. Now, some of you done for you people, you're getting as initial some videos, but continuously video. Nobody's getting the initial, those who are taken the premium upgradation you had done earlier, you get up to 100 videos, and those who are done up to recently up to 15 to 25 videos. Now, how out of that what do you do? So we need a more number of videos to come and play. So I recommend to have a 365 videos average. And I'll just show you a sample calculation after some time. Now, when if you do that one, so you can also have your method of creating common and few other method. I'll go show it to you. That's one. And tomorrow I'll show you some more method on how you can have more videos. Apart from that, we have a branded channel, celebrity channel, or you wanted to do yours on a product promotion channel. You are ready to come to the phase and do it as you want to make it as. So that's also, I mean, you have a combination of this one. So branded channel and other things. So tomorrow we start discussing on the branded channel, and Saturday we have a conclusion on that one. In that, one of the things which I'll be sharing with you is called a dopamine method of making a videos. This I'll share with you tomorrow because it's a part of a branded channel, but you can also apply to get a dopamine. So quality of the content for your AVD to increase is very, very important. The quality, why you watch a video, tell me, why you watch a video? You like it, the video. And if it is boring in 30 seconds, you leave it, yes or no? Many other videos you leave in 30 seconds. Why? Because they cannot impress you. This was not there, right? The attention grabbing, IDA was not there. But IDA is important, like other website content. Attention, interest, desire, action with the words. Then action is actually not very important here. You just watch. And action keeping is good because you go to the next video of the same person. Okay, so this is an important aspect to have it, quality of the content. Now, strategy number 12 is a dopamine framework, how you make a video. We'll discuss in detail. This is actually, I'm bringing out, some of you know that I did a diploma in filmmaking. This is one of the strategies they taught us to do movie making strategies. So now you're making a video. I would like to share with you that's how they taught us in Hollywood, how they make a movie, the plot points and etc. etc. So I'm talking about a short, short movies or documentary movies, or the normal movies in the frame, I don't know, 12 minutes to 40 minutes, whatever things to be taken care. So we'll discuss this strategy in detail tomorrow, part of a branded channel discussion, okay? So what is a dopamine framework of making a movies? When you're making videos, you're making means you're not going to shoot, or even, you're doing even a CC, videos also there. There are a few other tools which you're talking about that also there. Now we'll go to the other thing, this I'm keeping for a branded channel discussion. So tomorrow and Saturday we'll complete this one. Now we are going to talk about something called a sandwich method. So about another strategy. It's a very, very important strategy, and it's an interesting strategy, and you will be amazed to this one. Okay. So this is a 13th strategy of our 100 days of digital mastery program. And this strategy I'm referring as a capture with sandwich model. Okay, what exactly capture with sandwich model? Now, basically, you're increasing your rank of your video by taking a possibility and kind of a sandwich model. So step one, what you do? You go to the YouTube search. You use any of the generic keyword. You take any of the thing you feel it is, or you may go to Google AdWords. You find some keywords are good. For example, I said the richest. No, I'm not going to long tail. I just put the richest people in the world, richest people in the Middle East, the richest people in this community, the richest person in this, something. I'm not searching that. I just put the richest there. Then I search it, step two, search it. But I filtered by channel. So I want to have a channel, okay? So I filter, go to the channel, not the video. Normally you have a video by default, right? I'm not going to video. Go to the channel. You have a list of channels will appear, and you can see the channels with 2,688 videos and 5 videos. It depends upon the channel there. So 14.3 subscriber, 2,688 videos. Somebody is serious, right? That's I can copy him, right? I can model it. So I click on that. Step 3, click that. So why I'm choosing this? Below I have 23 subscribers, above I have 14.3 subscribers. So I know he's pretty serious, is it not? So select the good to reach. Okay, step 4. Find with the number of views for each video he has. So it's when you search, you can see that. So all his videos, 3.2 million, 2.5 million, 2.5 million, 1.7 million, 42 million, 104 million. Actually, all the thumbnail I took from here only, most of the thing. You would have seen it, right? So this is the way they have a views. Yes or no? So what you do? Now, you copy and keep it with you. Okay, this is a one channel, one search you did. You copy and keep it with you. Okay. Now, what do you do next? Again, another search. I use the brightest. I click on a brightest. So step 6, bright side. Again, a 30,000 plus videos are there, right? And 35.6 million subscribers there. So select the one with the good subscribers. Go to the channel. Again, look at the videos are there. So videos are there with a good number of views. Again, like this, 80 million, 47 million, 44 million, 42 million, 14 million. So choose this one, okay? Choose that video. Now, go to the Creative Commons or go for a capture list. Both method is okay. Some more method tomorrow and Saturday I'll discuss with you. I think all of you know somewhat about Creative Commons. Some of you may not be knowing. Don't worry. I'll be step by step. I'll be explaining tomorrow about Creative Commons a little more in detail. And or you go to capture widths. Again, tomorrow and Saturday I'll complete the capture widths for that. So you will find a similar content in Creative Commons or in a capture widths method you use to make a similar content. And you mix both video, not one, make it a one video. So, and you also mix the both tag, and you also use that as a thumbnail kind of a model. Now, especially the tagline is important here because the YouTube already know this has done a good result, right? So copy this two thing and do headline with a 70 characters. So you have now 2 tags. One is with the 44 million, another with the 32 million. Think about what the tagline they used. And you're coming out of the new video, put a good tagline there. 70 characters ideal. I hope you remember that we discussed this part. And step number 10, use an attractive thumbnail for it. Okay, for that video. With all the rules which we discussed yesterday. We discussed so many rules yesterday, right? And we did a game today. Same thing. Think about how you could do it, okay? Then step number 11, go and upload your video, your channel. This mixed one, okay? And you're ready with sandwich. Okay, so this is one of the best strategy. You get a huge number of millions of views. So this actually, you can see strategy number 10 and an upgraded version of the strategy number 10, right? Strategy number we discussed only, doing it there. And we also discussed about putting up 5 videos. Same way you can do 5 videos, excellent. I'm not talking about 5 videos because of mixing the videos is important here. So you mix this way, it's amazing result. So this is the fantastic thing. Okay. I believe you have a lot of questions. I'll try to, I know that next Tuesday is almost a week from now. If we get a time today, I'll take the questions. Don't worry. Note down this question. Otherwise, meet tomorrow the mentors and take this one. Okay. I'll also further expand. This is more on Thursday and Saturday. Okay. Now, we'll go to the strategy number 14 now. So this is strategy number 4. I'll just repeat once again. So no confusion. So you can have this in a very detailed, and it's a very, very important. Okay. Now, the moment I think you can start doing the research now itself, because you will be ready with so many videos. You can actually save this or the URL, right? So step 1, sandwich model. Step number, go and type it randomly, some good keyword, which has a good search volume. Here the rule is, I think those who attended earlier SEO for affiliate marketing, I always say long tail. Here opposite the rule. Don't go for a long tail and find out a good channel like this. So, and don't forget to search. This is always, people come back and say, sir, I'm not getting a channel. You have to filter here with the channel. Once you filter with the channels, go to the channel, then analyze the channel. Which channel has a good subscribers and good number of videos? Like this, you have 14.3 million videos. Okay, then that videos, check the videos how he's doing, and you have to check the videos which number of year duration. I mean the time period. Now within 1 year, he got a 3.2 million, and within 4 years 104. You think about which is better. So, or you want to do all the things is perfect. No, nothing. But you have to choose. Because we wanted a faster result in a short period, right? So use that video, and again go to another channel, any other channel, randomly type it. Now based on your niche, brightest I typed it. I got 1 million subscribers there. Go to the channel and take the videos, and both videos together, and I can go to the Creative Commons and search it. If similar content is there or not. If not there, I use a capture widths method and use the modeling principle. And put a good headline for matching for both, and both tagline. So the both videos tagline smartly you have to fix it. That has maybe a 35 characters of 30. Exact may not be possible because sometimes the words cannot mix that way. It should make sense as well, right? But when you do this one, this is actually going to grow. Okay, and then don't forget the rules. Which one? Attractive thumbnail, which is record a good CTR, again AVD record. Again, don't forget all other rules, 11 minutes, right? The video, both video you make together, make it 11 minutes video. And you can also have multiple, this one, okay? So this is the sandwich method, and upload your video, that's it, okay? So now forget, this is a good shortcut to get the ranking faster, go more number of views. Okay, now we'll go to the next strategy, strategy number 14, and tripling with the revenue, with the translation. So, that is a video, we don't have, like another website, usually we have a lot of issues with the language. Here, we don't have any issue with the language. People watch video and their own language. So we can, one video you made it, you can actually translate to multiple languages. Minimum 3 languages I recommend. That's the reason I use the tripling. But actually, you can have 10 languages, and based on a YouTube popularity and based on your video. Sometimes something which is may not be relevant to that market, you don't focus. But if it is relevant to that market, definitely you can have that translation also coming there. So tripling your revenue. So now you have one video giving you $100. Think about, you have 3 videos in this, additional with a different language. You have an English one, then you also have Arabic and French and Spanish, or you also have a Hindi or Urdu. So that way you can put multiple language video, which will definitely increase the revenue, right? So you can create a multiple channel or multiple language, and you can do that way as well, or the same channel, but actually prefer to have a multiple channel with multiple language. That's the most ideal one. Okay, so because I know one of the rule is that now YouTube look for a structured one. So you remember that one niche they prefer, because one segment they prefer. So in that way, you can have you can have videos in multiple language and creating multiple videos there. Now, choose which language you wanted to translate. It is obviously, okay, you can target one market, but video to video, you have to take a decision. So why I'm saying it is, for example, something about, let's say, something about maybe may not be applicable to the Middle East, to Arab audience. So don't do that channel in a video to that, but that'd be very good for maybe a Spanish audience, or maybe that's good for a Indian audience. You make that one for that way. So you have to video by video, you have to choose it. But looking at the population, because of the market like Brazil, India, MENA, the Middle East and North Africa, it's all a good market, and Europe. So you think about us, there is the market, number of people, we have number of views we should get it. So this is very important. You to decide the translation part. Now, when you look at the study about it, is most of the very successful faceless YouTube channel, and they have 10 different language. So they made it a multiple language. As the child video which I shown you about it, Dudusha, it's there more than 25 languages. And there is what is that? One school bus song is there now. That is there more than 35 languages, which people are utilizing, that opportunity. You can actually translate that. Now, how do you find? You can search with the country. Now, obviously, US is leading, no doubt, and second is India, then Brazil. Then China is not there because YouTube is not there in China. So that's reason population-wise will not be there. But US, of course, actually they are the top. Japan, Germany, UK, France, Russia, South Korea, Mexico. Like that, you look at it as which you wanted to go for. According to me, you should do USA, India, Brazil, Japan market definitely, and Russia is also good market. France also, UK also can take it. So all are good market. Now for this market, you can actually find it. How we do it is there's two methods. Now, if it is a faceless channel, Google Translate is more than enough. It's a machine translate. I'll tell you both method. Manually, human is doing a method. And human doing is you have a cost, additional cost, but this Google Translate is free, right? All of you know. So how you use this translation? Google Translate is easy to use, it all of you know. Step one, so please note down. Step one, it is translate.google.com. You can go, and there is 100+ languages you can translate. That's which is the market you want it. For example, when you look at Indian market, India has hundreds of markets. Like you look at Europe, you also have 30-40 languages. So you to choose the language which you wanted. Once you choose that one, then select the input and output. So in English one, you wanted to run a French. You can input and output. Google asks you to translate. Select that and choose it. Then go to steps are 4. Okay, step is actually you can see the next step that way. Okay. Copy the content in the text area. It automatically converts to specific language. It's easy. Okay. Now, how to download into the MP3? You wanted to download to the MP3. There is a right click on the voice button and select the inspect. So it will, it will allow you to go to the network. You click on it. Then you play the audio. You can listen that. Then click on the translated one. It shows like this. Okay, these are the true, real, original screenshot. You will not do mistake. Okay, that's the reason I've given you these screenshots. And then click on the new tab. You open a new tab. In the new tab, then click on start download. When you click on the download, it will download to your device, and then you can upload one. Okay, so this is the method of translating. If you want me to explain again, I think this is a self-explanatory screenshot. Each step is actually already covered there. So go to Google Translate. So that this is actually, if you're a faceless channel, creating common content, you want to translate to multiple language, or it's not very important. Branded channel, I'll give you another method because you have brand conscious and you're celebrity conscious or you are influencer conscious. You need to take care of that. Otherwise, this method is fine. Go to translate.google.com, choose the language and which language to which language you can decide. And it's automatically converted. It's a free of cost, but it's a machine. That's the drawback. It's a machine. As you know, sometimes we get laughed. That's okay, because that's not the objective. Is not your branding. Objective is here to get a more audience coming to your place, right? Now inspect and go to the network, then play the audio and click on the translated one. Then step 8 will go to open a new tab, and it's go to download. That is that. Okay. Now, how do we decide which language to translate? So you have different metrics to do it, right? Now, you also look into not only the most watched audience of the graphical area you can look into, and you will also show you how you will find this one. So this is also important, right? So which geographical area people are watching this kind of thing. How do you find that one? This also again it's easy. So that's the beauty of this business. Everything in our system, and majority of the thing is free. Majority, there are few things is not free. Like now, instead of a Google translation, you want a perfect one. There is a few dollars you have to pay and do it. I'll show you the next one, because that's especially you are doing it, your branded channel. Of course, it has a value. Otherwise, it's all free activities. You don't even record a domain. You've seen the beauty of this. Not even a domain. Whether you have a hosting space, nothing. Okay, you don't even incur any other investment, right? Now, go to the channel and click the watch time. So how do you watch? Click on the geographical button. You can see there. Now, view geography wise. You can see watch time. You can see there. Also, click a more selected video. It's an information language. When you click there, you get a specified result there. Now select the country, region, and translate to the which language you wanted to language. Okay. So this is usually the way you find out the viewers and geographically. So we can also plan such a way to do. So all of you know, I'm talking about a damn serious business. Not just we started as like YouTube like a kids play, right? When we started actually a simple part-time, money making. Of course, it's a fun. Of course, it's interesting. Of course, people look at something in a neglected business. When you say tomorrow, people are not going to believe that. So what do you do? I make money through YouTube. How much money? People only think you're making millions of dollars. But if you calculate, it's a huge one. It's a no. If you calculate, there are each I give you a sample calculation, right? A million view, when you look at it, is at $10,000, which is RPV is at $5,500 with one video. You've seen in the examples I showed, the people are already making 34 million, 554 million. How much money they're making? Think about it. We also seen a duration, right? We also see the duration, 1 year, 2 years, 4 years. These people are only making money. Those who put an effort, they're getting money. Why we are not making money? I just looked into this opportunity in the COVID-19. If I was thinking, I was telling my friends, I know if I knew this is 2 years ago, I would have more focus, the kinds of effort I did for other businesses. And look at, but now, of course, my focus is more to the online shopping mall and blockchain. So, of course, this is actually, when I spoke to Sheikh last week, said, I'm going to do 1 week YouTube mastery. The first thing he responded, again, you're wasting your time, because that's what exactly you're trying to train on 1 week on a YouTube. So people knows about YouTube and people knows how to upload a video. I said, no, I want to talk about the strategy, etc. Now my goal is actually I increase that. I'm going back and telling. So one of the division will seriously think about taking this one. Now many of the people are not 10-4U model is there. The 10-4U model we implement. And this all the stuff. Now many people wanted someone to show them initially. So as you know, it has a cost. It has a time. It has an operation aspect. So here we will take, I'm taking very seriously. And tomorrow on Saturday, I'll discuss with you the plan. So now there are so many people that want to take it. And many people know, another good thing about it when you look at it is, and we are not anything on, we are gambling here. Everything is, is there actually science, right? Logic and reason is there. It's a fantastic thing we can take up, a next step is very carefully. And, it's so easy to do. That's another thing, the beauty of this compared to all other things, those who know affiliate marketing, those who know e-commerce marketing, how tough it is, how difficult it is to learn and implement it. We compare with this, right? So that's the reason I want all of you to seriously look into. Now I'm coming to another method called Rev method. Right? Just Rev is another company. Go to rev.com, where you can have a human translating and giving your videos, but it has a cost. Google Translator is free, but you want a more accurate, more branded. You're conscious. You feel that the quality of the content is important for you to try. Definitely this one. And you can also see it is not that expensive. See, around 1 minute they charge you $1. So here 10 minutes is $10. Okay. So again, you have further negotiation. Depends upon which language it will be further. You can negotiate and do that one as well. So how you get this is kind of a payment is there. So you have to go to a login and dashboard. You go dashboard and choose. It's a kind of an on-demand service. You can actually give video today and tomorrow they'll give you. So that fast as it is, but you have to pay money in upfront, 3 to 7 per minute. So you have 10 minutes, $70 you have to pay, or like that. Depends upon how you want to do it. Okay, and they also give you subtitles and caption, all the things to translate it to whichever the language you want. So how do you work with this one? So step 1, go to rev.com, and you can see different things, services which they provide. Then step 2, you take it as what kind of transcription you wanted. Then upload your file and choose that one, and pay the money and check out. And next day they'll give you, or maybe sometimes 2 days, sometimes 3 days. Within a week, definitely you'll have delivery based on what your requirement is. And initially you have to sign up, of course, and you can also pay through PayPal, through credit cards, etc. You will be able to pay the money and do this one. Okay, if you wish to, if you want to not only go Google Translation, you want your own, you can do that one. Okay, and you also get an order confirmation. And this is a human done, not a machine. This is the breathe and smell. I know what the real human. So a person will be translating. So you'll have it, your channel, multiple language. So where you can actually triple your revenue. So this, if you want to triple your revenue with one video, this is the method. You have two options. Rev is one of the tools which I introduced you. There are so many other websites also give you to translation service. Even you can do with the freelancers. You can also use the CaptureWiz entire method for a translation purpose. All the things you can do. Or you can independently do this method as well. And if you're not going for a branded channel, I recommend only with Google Translation. Is fine. Okay, it's not to invest further on it. So I believe you like this one. Now we are going to something called a worst case scenario. So now I'm talking to you a little more, how do you say? So we are talking about a best case scenario. Now we are going to do a worst case scenario. What will happen? Things won't work. That's everybody think about the business, right? Many people actually don't start a business because risk is there. That's the reason only few people are successful in doing a business, right? So now here is a risk also we have to evaluate. Now, when you look at this business model, for example, your website, to become successful, the people to come to your website and buy, that's a hard. Those who are done the business, that 6 months to 1 year of hard work will start pay you later, and you have to systematically work. It is not a short-term game, and a lot of strategical decision you need to do. You need to learn so many skills, and you need the right people to do so many things. Like any other physical business, online business also has that kind of a challenge. Of course, opportunity also great. You have exponential growth, which is not there in the physical world. That's a plus point. Now, I was just evaluating, last 1 week when I have been talking to you, I have been preparing, I've been coordinating with the experts, I have been coordinating with the service providers, I've been coordinating with the various companies. So I was thinking how beautiful this business model is. What does exactly stop us not to do this one? Someday you don't have a capital, you do yourself, every work, you don't outsource anything. Don't go for a Rev.com, go to Google Translate. You go to CC and download the video. You don't even record a domain name. I told you earlier, the cheapest one I earlier introduced is become a registrar of a domain, right? That's the cheapest opportunity we ever introduced in this entire series. So $12. Here, you don't have a $12 investment also. YouTube channel is free. You spend the time, you already have a computer, you already have a net connection, you already have power supply. And you only 1 hour time you have. This is a fantastic thing. And according to me, if you really wanted to grow, if you really want to make money, the financial you have a trouble, you have a financial liabilities, or you are not able to maintain your life, or you feel threatened because of COVID-19 situation, you want an additional payment, you want to give it a much better life to your family members and friends, and everything is really sincere about it. Think about it. What excuse you say no to do this one? Okay. Now, the worst case scenario. I've been talking to you, best case scenario I told you about. One video, you take a calculation purpose at 10 CPM, I've shown you around 4 or 5 niche with 10, like a tech, like a lifestyle. So many things with the $10, right? So if one videos, you might think, why I did the game with you, my internal assessment about you is, I just want to know how much you believe in, honestly. That's not about a thumbnail test alone. Actually, I asked you 1 million. Apart from the 4, you're not even thinking. I think I want you to think big. So this is an opportunity you think about it now. The people who are having a thinking big has an opportunity. You think about it now. You're an investor. 15 years ago, Mark Zuckerberg coming to you and asking you money for a social media, Facebook. It's not there. And someone come and tell you, I'm going to make a 2 billion people become my customer. And I make continuously on a daily basis billions of dollars. I'm going to control the government. I'm control the brand, and I'm going to rule the world. Do you believe him, or you call him as a mad? Or you tell him is overconfident? He's stupid fellow, idiot. That's an answer we give. Yes or no? But today, that's a fact. And same thing, Larry and Larry Page come to you for investment initially and say that whatever people are going to want information, they buy it, and we will know where they stay, and based on that, the brand will communicate, and we make money. And wherever they go, they carry our device. We know where they're starting now. Anybody wanted any kind of information about their nature, the psychographic, the information we collected, and we ruled the world. 30 years ago, some Google comes and tell us, do you believe it is? I say no. We say no. Even at 5-10 years ago, a school teacher wanted to start a kind of education video. So instead of people going to the tuition, they wanted to do it as people. Even to the Qatar, he came to collect the money to get an investment from someone. Everybody rejected his proposal. But today's Byju's app. Even Facebook is invested in this company. He became it's a simple school teacher. Take a decision to have some kind of a video education. So many tuition teachers, so many sincere teachers we know, so many sincere and knowledgeable teachers we know. They also wanted to grow, but they took that next step of digitally going. He took another step of digitally going. From a village, he born and brought up as a school teacher. And today you think about it's a $1 billion company. It's called Byju's app. And Facebook funded approximately $500 million. $500 million. And there are so many companies investing in this. And today the Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan is his brand ambassador. So what are the major? So think about that. So that's the way the world is. Now here, if you are thinking about, and I think I did a mistake of talking to you $100 per day. I feel it's, honestly tell you, because everybody think only $100. That's not the goal. She's thinking all this opportunity in front of us. You think there's only $100 in front of us. If we are ready to put an effort, if you are ready to apply the strategy, what is going to be wrong thing? So that's exactly I'm going to do. The worst scenario with an example. So all the strategy works if you're ready to implement it. All the strategy works if you understand. I know all of you are putting a struggling. I know that you're dedicatedly attending this program. I know you're doing a review. I know you're doing homework. Make sure that you understood, not just learning. And understand. Yesterday, I was not sure. Even today, I was talking to the mentors today. I was not very sure about you understood algorithm. So if you're not understanding algorithm, it's actually you cannot use an algorithm in the YouTube to get out all the steps. A kind of a clerical job you cannot do. You need to have business acumen. You need to put a common sense, how it's ranked, how the YouTube works, how I'm influencing the algorithm. So that understanding is important part. And when you look at it that way, this business is so easy. Now, one more step you have it is, think about Sheikh, this company. You have this opportunity in front of you. Even you have a done for you opportunity. You're not sure about your rightly do. So everything to put it together, give it to you. We have done for you opportunity. So think about all the things, and you don't have to pay anything additional for that. Okay, you just become premium, but it comes to you free. So all the thing opportunities with you. I believe the purpose when we started about this digital mastery program. I thought the COVID-19. I think I spoke to you earlier. COVID-19 time. Now, post COVID-19, people ask, what did you do in a COVID-19 time? Many of my friends were in the front run, saving life. What are we doing? So I was thinking, now, when we forecast as 2 years, 3 years, friends, we have a very bad time to come. We might have a vaccine soon. I think so many countries, actually, vaccines been tested. And we have so many things in place. But the worst of the economy is going to come to us very soon, not very later. Okay, you've seen the symptoms already now. See, 1 or 2 months, people could survive without salary because they had a savings. But now the savings are over. Companies not there to pay salary, and many companies are not paying salary. Many companies already laid off. So many companies cut the salary. Based on the existing salary, people created a liability of EMI, created so many other things. Everything is so much of a mess now. So to move forward, what we can do. So now when we started this 100 days of challenge, I was thinking during 100 days, $100 per day, many other, at least 100 entrepreneurs I create. That was my part of this. So now, actually, I'm so happy, honestly tell you. I want to talk to you this on a Saturday, but I feel it is, when you look at it, the YouTube as an opportunity, we have everything in place. Okay, and you think about 365 videos, that's a chance you're taking to change life. 365 videos. 365 is 10% of the 36 videos go for 1 million views. What kind of money you are making? Forget about it. 36 videos, 10% of the videos, 100,000 views. What kind of money you're going to make it? And every year that money is going to come. Every month is coming an example. It's going to come, right? So that's you calculate it. I give you a calculation. 1 million view. you get an average of $5,500, 1 million view. But you have seen the video you're copying, it has a 35 million. It has a 100 million. If you do the better, your video will be on top. You will have more view. But I don't. We discussed the calculation of 40 to 70% possibility. That means if they got 100 million, you get a 40 million. So that's what you have to do. And you reach a AVD of a 25% and CTR of a 60%. Sorry, CTR of a 25% and AVD of a 60%. You make much more than that, right? And your YouTube will support you, and it's guaranteed viral. Think about if every attempt we reach that one. We don't get this kind of a business opportunity every time. Every attempt. No, this you have every day you have a new attempt to do success, and from home, and without investment, and it's a global opportunity and multiple language. I'm not finding any excuse that is for a person can say no to do this one. Honestly, now the things many of the people come and say if it does not work, what is not working? That's what we discussed about. If it does not work, what will happen? Number one. Now this is enough. Your video triangle is this. You have a content, your thumbnail, and your title. Content, you know what content you are taking it is. From Creative Commons, you are taking a content which already been successful. You are not taking a chance. You know this content already been successful, number one. You know title and thumbnail will make a role, right? So thumbnail, you study, you already have one model, make based on it. Title, you already know successful model, it's easy. If you know copy, right? This is basically nothing but a copy. And that's the worst student in the world will have, right? The worst student, our classmates we have seen, they're good at copying, yes or no? So that's the worst students can do this one, according to me. That's the reason you feel it is, you are not even worth doing anything. This is worth doing. We know it's how to copy. We're good at copy. So, but I'm not saying just copy, model it. That's the right thing. You have to try to improve. There's always a place to improve and think about how you communicate on. So content, thumbnail, and title. Okay. So worst case scenario, what will happen? Now, one, nobody's watching a video. What happens? So what? Videos, nobody's removing them as long as you are, as per the rules we discussed. You're not violating anything there. But YouTube also compound that. YouTube is not unhappy about that. YouTube still appreciate that. You put an effort. Yesterday, there's a point I was talking about. So, are you sure about your video is going to be viral? Actually, you're not sure. But I'm sure your video will not be viral if you're not putting a video. Yes or no? If you are not putting a video on a YouTube, it will not be viral. Guaranteed. Your failure is 100% guaranteed if you are not attempting this, right? But if you attempt this, your possibility of your success, you already increased a lot. And now YouTube is, even nobody viewing that video, there's a possibility there, right? Somebody is nobody viewing, including yourself. You're not putting it anywhere. You're not putting it on social media. Yourself, there is organic effort also there from your side. Forget about inorganic. So we'll discuss the inorganic effort tomorrow. So what happens? Still, there will. One is actually the compound of the there's effect called compound. YouTube give you that one. Second one, there's a VPV. Even one person with one more video, your VPV will increase. The valuation of your channel is increasing, and the ranking of other videos increasing, right? And eventually, you also get an acceleration of this video. How? So, if you did a 365 videos, one video nobody's seen, but YouTube will take that video up again. How? Your channel did a 365 videos, on average, you're doing good, but YouTube algorithm will find in this channel which video did not get a view, and they know that is your nature of a video. People like it, but unfortunately, for some reason, did not go. But they will accelerate it because YouTube. That's what exactly the beauty here. Google take an opposite decision. But here, YouTube would take a favor. That's what I like it about YouTube algorithm compared to Google algorithm. I never looked in YouTube earlier, as I told you. This I just 3 months ago, I started learning about the algorithm in detail. So it's a beauty, YouTube will pro with us, YouTube work with us, YouTube promote us. So this is the case. In the worst scenario happens, don't worry, and the video will not go. It's not like a way, doing a vegetable business, right? If you are not selling today, tomorrow will perish. No, it is there. Even after 1 year, 2 years later, 3 years later, someone will watch. And some of the attempts you are doing, some other video becomes successful, your video again coming up again. And you never know which video will be suggested. You never know who will suggest search for it. We never know. what happened. So this is what actually I want you to understand. So even the worst case scenario, we have nothing to lose. So that my point here is, friends, if you understand last 3, 4, 5 days what we discussed, if you really value what is this information are very good informations, if you feel it is this is a great opportunity, if you feel it is, you believe it is, digital is going to grow and this opportunity is there with us, nothing stopping us to take it. So please think about it. There's no point, with so much of information we exchange, no action on it, right? And take this all opportunity. And if you feel it is to implementation side, you have a problem, take it done for you. It's easy. You talk to mentors and help you do. And of course, I think today was the last date. If you're not taken, tomorrow also we'll consider it and talk to them. Okay, please do. Now we'll go to the next part. Now, all of you, most of the questions came to me last 3, 4 days as more about rules and regulations. I did not cover the rules and regulations because I thought it's easy to understand and it's there. I tried to spend most time with the strategies. That's what is exactly. You go to the strategies to watch on YouTube or a Google. Nobody talking about it. The people knows they don't share. That's So we got a good friends and we have a good intention and everybody win-win situation. I also always believe digitally and collectively. That's one of the rule we are keeping in our ADM. That's the reason we are sharing with you. And even in your paid workshops, paid trainings or Udemy or anything you go, you will not find this kind of a strategy systematically easy to spoon feeding one. Okay, so you please take it this one. Okay, so I was giving more time for it, but now everybody is concerned about rules. The reason come from is many people attempt to do videos. Many people make a channel by copying others' content. Please don't do that. You need to follow the rules. Yesterday we were discussing about. Okay. So copyright and management is everybody's concern. So what are the things you take it? So what exactly copyright? The one. So when you define it, in many countries, a person creates an original work. So first point to be, it's original work, okay? That is fixed in a physical medium. They automatically own a copyright to the work. As a copyright owner, they have the exclusive right to use the work. Most of the time, only copyright owner can say whether someone has a permission to use. So basically, you become the owner of doing that one. Now, what exactly the question? So copyright issues are too complicated. Different country has a different thing, and there is a WTO also has a role to play, and UN also has a role to play. So many things are there in this around. But here we are strict to the YouTube. Okay. Now, which are the works subject to copyright? And audiovisual work, such as TV shows, movies, and online videos, comes under that. Sound recording and musical composition also comes under copyright. Written works such as lectures, articles, books, and musical compositions also comes under that. Now, visual works such as painting, posters, and advertisement comes under video games and computer software. Dramatic works such as plays and music also come with that. Now, ideas, facts, and processes are not subject to copyright. This is, you can take it. Anybody, you got it. This is, nobody can patent it, nobody can do a copyright on. So ideas, facts, and process. So anything that, there's no copyright issue. According to the copyright law, in order to eligible for copyright protection, a work must be created. Okay, that's one thing. And it must be in a tangible medium. Okay, that's an important point. A names and title are not, my brain is not acceptable. Okay, it is, someone spoke and they said this is, it's not converted to any tangible medium. It's not a copyright one. Okay. Now everyone is thinking about YouTube push me out. And who are they to decide that, right? So can YouTube determine the copyright of the ownership? Yes or no? Actually, no. They don't. YouTube is not able to mediate rights on ownership disputes. When we receive a complete, that's what YouTube say, complete and valid takedown notice, we remove the content as the law requires because it's a law of the land. When we receive a valid counter notification, we forward to the person who requested the removal. After this, up to the parties involved in the resolve the issues in court if they move it. This is YouTube actually only taking, following the rule. They are not taking any ownership on it. Okay. Now, many will ask you about copyright and this trademark is the same or not. Copyright is just another form of intellectual property. It comes under all our IR in intellectual property one. Okay, it is not the same as a trademark, which protects a brand names, mottos, logos, and other source of is from being used by other certain purposes. It is also different from patent law, which protects inventions. So there is something called patent law, which is basically if you do have something patent, you have to go and do. This is nothing to do with the YouTube activity. Okay. Now, here is many people ask about the privacy policy. It's violate the privacy, but it violates the copyright. So, what are the major difference between copyright and privacy? No, just because you appear in a video image or a audio recording does not mean you own the copyright. It's a point to be noted. Okay, many people think is I'm there, I have a copyright. Actually, no, you don't have it. For example, if your friend filmed a conversation between the two of you, she would own the copyright to that video recording, right? The words that two of you are speaking are not subject to copyright separately from the video itself, unless they were fixed in advance. So that is the party should say in advance, this I need the copyright. I also part of the owner of this one. If your friend or someone else uploaded the video image or recording you without your permission, and you feel it's violate your privacy or safety, you may wish to file a privacy complaint, not copyright complaint. So this is clear, right? So that's two different things. So please look into that way and take it. Now, this is most of the time, everybody is worried about this. How do I get permission to use someone else's content in my video? Okay, so this is the major challenge. First, reach out to the copyright owner or rights holders of directly and negotiate the appropriate license for your use. Okay, this is very easy to say, but it's difficult. Most of the time, you will not be able to reach them, number one. Number two, even if you reach them, they understand you need it, okay? But of course, I'll share with you positive and a negative part from this, okay? I'll tell you a typical example. Now, maybe around 7 to 8, 9 years ago, a client, a business friend of mine, and he's referred a client, or he hired me as a consultant. It was a fantastic thing, which especially after my diploma in filmmaking, I came and a lot of passion, planning to start a production company and do so many things, a lot of spirit on entrepreneur spirit. That's the time I'm getting a consultant assignment. The consultant assignment also, I liked it. And the reason he hired me compared to, he did not go with anyone else, because I just came back from diploma in filmmaking. So there is a movie called The Message, which I spoke to you earlier. The Message. So it was popular earlier with the Arabic version of that one. And many people not seen as the English version. It was released in 1976, etc. And it's got Academy Award, 50th Oscar Award. It's a 4 songs and their music. It's a beautiful music. It's got award, etc. It's there. Now they want to make that movie into regional languages, in Bollywood and other South Indian languages. They want to make it. So they wanted to get this permission. I took it immediately. What's a fantastic thing? Yes, of course, because I was thinking, especially the director of that, this is very, I become a fan of watching that movie. It's amazing, So the time I also watch is very important, because I completed my diploma in filmmaking, and then I'm watching this, and I'm looking at that movie. A hero of the movie is not there. I never seen such a movie. Okay, and I become passionate, and plus it's about the Prophet Muhammad. I never seen somebody do a Hollywood movie, awesome. Okay, of course, some of you may disagree with some of the thing, but even both scholars, okay, Shia scholars and Sunni scholars actually confirmed the accuracy of the movie, and of course, there are many people who did not accept it. But it's a fantastic thing, I don't know if you don't watch. I recommend you to watch the English version where Anthony Quinn is acted as not the Arabic version. Now, I seen as a Risala in my childhood. I was not impressed, honestly. Because Risala translated to other language, it was an Arabic version. Of course, it's a different style. Other one is a Hollywood standard, and it's a Hollywood actors, and it's Academy Award, Oscar Award. It's a fantastic thing. I took up with this very passionately. I'm already making as a consultant as money. This is a perfect business for me. I was so happy to take up. But the assignment is very simple assignment. He gave me 2 months time. You get this permission for me. And this is a written to me. If you get the permission, this one is. And he never told me that he tried to approach. I tried to approach. He put one word, hey, you just completed from Bollywood, so why don't you approach through your contacts? That's exactly the reason he hired me. I tried to reach. Okay, you do blah, blah, blah. I tried to reach. Now it is actually produced in 1976. Some kind of Falcon International, that's a production banner. Now, the director and producer of that movie, he actually died in a Al-Qaeda attack in Syria in 2003. I hope you read that in the news. And he has a daughter and a son. I was trying to reach them. Then, actually, I study about the history that who will be the producer? He's not there. I know he's a director, and he put a dummy as a producer because he got financed. Now, who financed that movie? That's an interesting thing. And Gaddafi is actually financed the movie. So Colonel Gaddafi is already killed, already died by the time. And then you have this Hussein, the king of Hussein, the Morocco, the king is also financed. You cannot reach them to get the copyright issue, right? Do you think about, I'm reaching out, hey, I want to make it as now 2 months time, actually I felt so bad. I've so become inefficient. I'm not even getting a reply. And it's not possible. Now I went back and I even returned my returnership fee to him. I said, I'm sorry, because now I'm not produced anything. I say, at least someone got this phone number you reached. At least I communicated this many emails, got a reply. Only my side one reply, sending an email, I cannot give to him. I give up, okay. But I give up. This is one of the projects I've failed miserably, honestly. And I felt very bad because actually I have all the strength I have. IT, online, contacts, movie making I had done, and I have passionate about this movie. I'm reaching out to the network, and I'm consultant. Completely gone. Okay, so to reaching out to the copyright owners, it's not that easy. That's my point. But the movie they made later, okay, they even A.R. Rahman, the Oscar award winner, again did an Urdu and Hindi version. They came out. I don't know how they did it. They managed to get it. But so my point is, it's actually very difficult to reach even that banner. Even many times, even recently, I tried to reach through LinkedIn. Anybody connected to that one? No one. Okay, they moved on with the project. They moved on with the company is not there, and the director passed away, and other people are but other they don't know how they did it. Okay, so that's the one point. 2 points here to be taken care. One is to get the copyright. You go to and reach them. It is two things will happen. One, you may not be able to find them. Number two, the moment you find them, they know you need this one. They'll ask you money. Okay, so it is. I don't recommend because of this too. Okay. Now, that's the reason you need to, unless it's very urgent for you, don't try to do that. Okay, go for a Creative Commons or go for a other methods to find out it. Okay. Now, you also perform a cover song. You have permission from the copyright owners. Even a cover song has a permission required. Songs, anything, anytime you will have a issue comment. Okay. And you can use a YouTube library of free music. That's better. So if you compare with all other aspects, free music from the YouTube library taking is easy, and it's a free. You don't have to pay, no copyright issue. So that is fine. Okay. Check licensing, legal advice in any licensing agreement is there. You have to contact them. But everything is a solution. We already discussed in strategy number 9 and 10, Creative Commons. So I'll talk to you a little detail about Creative Commons tomorrow because it's part of the branded channel. But now it's a Creative Commons license. Many people keep asking back again and again the question on a Creative Commons. I just clarified that way. So you don't have to come back again and ask that question about Creative Commons. So, every day, even in the mastermind group, there are so many questions about Creative Commons. So Creative Commons license give a standard way of a content creator to grant someone else permission to use their work. So that is very clear. The Creative Commons license can only be used for 100% original content, which means you have a not copyright protected content, and the creative content is not allowed. It should have an original one. Okay, so Creative Commons content, you can actually use that one 100%. Okay. Now, if there is a content ID claim on your video, you cannot mark your video with the Creative Commons license as well. Okay. Now, do Creative Commons license affect exceptions and limitations to copyright, such as fair dealing and fair use? Actually, no. By design, Creative license do not reduce a limit or restrict any right under exception and limitation to copyright, such as a fair use or fair dealing. It is open, you can use. Many other questions that, can I do this way? Can I do this? Answer is yes. There is nothing stopping you to do. That's the reason Creative Commons is the best. And don't dilute with the other content which is not copyright free. Okay, so that's the only thing that's only limitation you need to think about it. Okay, so otherwise it's easy for you to have it on. Okay, now another question. This is one of the most common question most of you asked me. Most of you mean every day in the questions you can see this question. Do I need to register with the Creative Commons before I obtain the license? Answer is no. That's the reason Creative Commons, the day I told you about strategy number 9 and 10, it's free, it's easy, so you don't have to record. CC offers and its licensed code and tools to the public free of charge without any obligation, and you don't have to worry on it. So please use it. I know that one. Another thing is that many people asking this one. You have seen mostly ask this question: can I still make a money from work I make available under a Creative Commons license? Yes, you can do. The goal to encourage creators and rights to holders to experiment with the new ways to promote and market their work. You can do that one. Now, there is another segment when you go to YouTube sections, you can see a fair use on YouTube. It's also an important aspect for you to have a content point of view. The fair use is a legal doctrine that say you can reuse copyright protected material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. So this is their fair use. Actually, you can take it. So you don't have to go back to asking the permission from them. So you can actually, it's called fair use. You can use. You don't require an additional permission or additional, but all the things will be explained there. Now, there are a few questions people often ask about FAQ, fair use. The frequently asked questions are like that. How it is working, and how it is. Could you tell me more about it? There's different countries, region have different rules. That's the first thing. So different country has a different patent rule and copyright rule. So they have different section as well. Okay. So now, when it's okay to use material without a copyright owner permission, some other countries have similar idea called fair dealing, and that may work differently. Okay. And it is, there are a few countries, it's something called illegal trade practices. There's a section coming this one also. You have to take care of that, which country, which market you are dealing with. YouTube, so global, I think usually which the country you're targeting, that's only so if you are using it. According to me, you should not get into that, because here, the objective of that is we need to have a video, we need to have a view, and we need to make money, right? So that's important. And branded channel, why I'm covering this is today, because tomorrow branded channel we'll discuss in detail. So that's the time. This may be sometime you need to have a different video for you to have this one, right? Now, so what exactly this fair use on? The purpose and character of the use of, including whether such use of commercial nature is for non-profit educational purpose, most of the time you can actually use it, okay? And nature of the copyright is also comes by the amount and susceptibility of the portion of used relation to the copyright work is also is come to light. The effect of the use upon the potential mark. So all this document is actually, I'm talking to you, it's there in the YouTube. That's why I'm telling you, it's not necessary to involve in that, but actually everybody keep asking. So instead of you asking, you can actually go in the YouTube. There's there everything documented. My expertise is not a copyright. My expertise is not on a legal this copyright and intellectual property. It's everything as the very clear documentation. Especially at Google, like a company, like a publicly listed company. It's a corporate company. Nothing is hidden. Everything is transparent. You can read and understand. It is there. Everything is very clearly published in there. Okay. Now. Another thing is that when does a fair use apply? That's important part, because sometimes some music or sometimes you need to, especially in a documentary time, we need to quote many other things. Sometimes when we are promotion of something, you may have to have this one. So that's the case up to the original work instead of commenting on criticizing, unlike to be considered a fair use. Sometimes you can use for a good purpose. So some copywriter, many people give a copyright that way. This content can be used for non-profitable things. And this content can be used for promotion of this one with a good intentions. So if the intentions are wrong, also can be challenged. So it's like sometimes it's promotion of that, you cannot do comedy with that. You cannot criticize that. So these are the things also you need to take care when you are mixing the video or you're making the video. Okay. How does the content ID work with it? So again, it's you can easily identify all the things, go to the dashboard. Everything is clearly met. Okay. Now, many people ask me about the music in this video, and the description of video content in music may include information about the songs in the video. YouTube adds this information automatically to some videos when the video has been identified and claimed by music YouTube rights management tools, and there actually YouTube remove your video. So you cannot have a audio which is not protected, which is copyright adding it. So when even your audio, it should be free. Tomorrow I will introduce you some of the tools where you can have a free audios apart from the YouTube library. YouTube library also has so many audios, and you can take that one. That's enough for you to to have a number of audios. And see here, I'm not talking about you're making a huge documentaries, you're making a huge short films. I'm talking about 11, 12 minutes video which you want people to watch, and you have a strategy to copy and paste. One way it's a copy and paste, like you understanding that one, making it is, and doing it is. That's it, right? So please do not go and stretch out another method. This is enough. If you're going for other branded channel, there are different rules apply. Tomorrow we will discuss about it. Okay. Now tomorrow we'll also discuss about YouTube partner program, and how more than how you get a partner program, YouTube partner program. One is over 4,000 valid public hours, which you discussed, right? That is the last 12 months. So even your account is old, does not matter. Okay. Second one is more than 1,000 subscribers. Now, third one is actually we are also part of the done for you. We already mentioned you need to have an AdSense account. The done for you, all the things we do. So this many people are reaching out to us how we can have this one. This thing we agreed to for you, right? Now, this also I give you the list. This is one of the things many people are reaching out and asking. This already there, therefore yesterday or yesterday, the PowerPoint actually put all the list of this country. Therefore yesterday we kept it this one. Okay. Now you need to follow the YouTube monetization policies, and there are different policies on YouTube you can have, and you can have a control on what kind of a monetization advertisement you should show, etc. Okay. Minimum eligibility requirement turn on. That is the first thing. So don't forget that one. We have a monetization button you have to turn on. That's a minimum thing. Okay. And of course, you should be above 18 years of age to use one. And advertising friendly content should be there to have it. Then there are a few other things. There are a few other methods we will discuss tomorrow onwards. And so many support also come with that from the YouTube part. Okay, so there's something called YouTube community guideline. So I just finish up this one, and then we'll end for the today's session. Okay, so there are a few things which not allowed, like child safety, nudity, hate speech. These are the things to be aware from that. Okay, and follow the AdSense program and AdSense policies. You repeatedly do that one, and respectable view, and the viewers, the people who are making you money, give you money, right? Because the viewers who's giving. So be good into that one, and the nice one. Okay. The content, those are not suitable there. I think it's. I think instead of hurrying up, I'll take this portion tomorrow because now already time is up, and we'll just start with the part of our tomorrow. Anyway, we're going to discuss the branded channel and a few more methods. Like one strategy I postponed today, and there are a few more strategies tomorrow. And Saturday we'll have a conclusion part. Okay, great. I believe it was a good day. I believe all of you have you like the strategies of the days, and all of you like the ideas of sharing that one. Okay, so thank you so much, all of you. Once again, I'll join you in the soon, in 5 minutes now, mastermind group. And the mentors, if you wanted to invite us, we discussed today in the morning. Some of the mentees who never knew what is happening in the mastermind group, you can invite them to join us now. One or two guests, you can bring them to the mastermind group for today. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I'll see you there. Bye. Thank you.